Tiffany, I'm extremely disappointed in you. This is a joke to you. You've been through anger management. You've been through your grandmother getting her lights turned off to buy you a swimsuit for this competition. And you go over there and you joke and you laugh?
Hey guys, welcome to Little Black Buck. You know what time it is, time it is, time it is. Alright, listen, we're going to talk to you guys about You Ain't Got the Minerals, first of all. And we're going to talk to you guys about the Tyra Banks issue. So basically, I've done part one where I spoke about her apology, and we talk part two. We're going to talk about a video that resurfaced. It was between Tiffany and Tyra Banks, and I think this was resurfaced because there was a I can't remember the girl's name. There was another model that was speaking about Tyra Banks and the fact that Tyra Banks' effect on women like her have not been a positive one because she's got a bit of a gap tooth, a bit like myself, and she wouldn't have been accepted in the normal traditions of things because Tyra Banks being one of the girls, I think it was Danielle at a time, kind of like replace a whole teeth or whatever, something like that. I'm not even sure what happened, but it wasn't a positive experience, right? And the way that she viewed a beauty from Danielle. All right, cool. So now, obviously, we've got this now. I want to kind of break down this video because the famous "I was rooting for you" video, the meme that's gone around and been such a curation and been so integral in times of our Black Twitter, and if you want to call it that, the society. Because we use it all the time. I was rooting for you, right? And so the actual story behind it, obviously, like I said, is to do with the situation where Tiffany was a contestant with Rebecca at the they were about to be eliminated. In a sense, one of them was meant to normally be eliminated, but both of them got eliminated. And what happened was that Tiffany went over to her fellow contestants, said, "Stop crying, guys. Look, come on, man, be strong," like kind of thing. And she wasn't showing no emotion. Now, here's my first thing. I'm not. And then obviously she got, Tyra gets angry, starts shouting, saying a whole bunch of different things. And then obviously Tiffany tries to wrestle back and say some things in return, and Tyra shouts some more, and then claims that she's doing it out of love, right? And that's my first point I want to start with. Whenever we say we're doing things out of love is patient, love is kind, love doesn't boast, doesn't count no wrongs, it's enduring, there's a whole bunch of things that we can say about love, right? But love is not when I'm starting to shout at you. Now look, many of our parents might have shouted at us, right? Because they'll say they were doing it out of love to correct us, but many of them didn't know how to communicate. That's their problem, number one. That's problematic. The moment you have to start shouting oftentimes is because we can't communicate. We're failing to communicate. We're frustrated, and that's why we're shouting. Do you understand? I've started to realize that when I want to be clear and effective, to communicate means to impart information. It's to impart something. What are you imparting when you're shouting at me? All you're trying to do is dominate me. That's why you're shouting, rather than communicating what you're saying to me, right? And saying it clear, effectively, precisely, accurately. Do you understand? And with some assertiveness. Do you understand? The moment you have to start shouting, right, as if that was showing that you're passionate, it wasn't out of a place of love. She's like, "Oh, I was shouting like that because my mum, and when my mum shouted at me, that's how she shows her love." No, but that's not correct though. We shouldn't accept that. That's not how love is. You understand? That's not necessarily what love is. I'm not saying that you can't shout, but I'm just saying that to be impactful in your communication, you don't shout. So I didn't really buy it that it was out of place of love. But let's just break it down, the actual video. So, when Tyra first started, and started, saying that she felt like Tiffany wasn't serious, and because she wasn't showing emotion, I felt like she's punishing us as black people. This is because a lot of black people go through this. We struggle to show emotions. We've been through so much. We have so much generational pain. We only cry when it's literally life and death, most of us.
Over there and you joke and you laugh? This is serious to these girls. And this should be serious to you.
Looks can be deceiving. I'm hurt. I am. But I can't change it, Tyra. I've been...
Yes, you can.
No, you can't change what?
I'm sick of crying about stuff that I cannot change. I'm sick of being disappointed. I'm sick of all of it. I'm not.
You're not sick of being disappointed,
Yes,
Tiffany.
obviously I am.
No, you're not.
If you've been in the hood, which Tiffany had been, you've experienced things, you've seen hardship, you've gone through tough things, you've been hurt, you've been broken. Bruv, it gets to a point where you become so hard, you don't cry no more. Why am I crying, son? I've been through harder days. So if you then discount me, yeah, and accuse me of not being not wanting something so much because I didn't cry like Rebecca was crying. I'm sorry, Rebecca's got a completely different life to me. She might not suffer the hardships that I've suffered. I'm sorry. The black generational pain that we feel, I'm sorry, is different. I'm sorry, we go through things that are completely different. I'm sorry, Tyra, but we don't have the same lifestyle. We don't have the same lifestyle with other people. And we go through so much sometimes we have not got time to cry. Do you understand that? And if anybody should understand that, it's another fellow black person. See, that's what makes me get vexed, because it feels like, are you out of touch of what black people go through? Have you become so comfortable in your finances, your riches, your worth, that you cannot identify with some of the things that we feel, that, like, for instance, crying is not an issue. Like, when we become stoic, which is, alright, listen, it didn't go well. Alright, I've got to move on. I cannot come and die. I cannot come and kill myself because I didn't get the spot at the ANTM. Is it the end of life? Are you the only opportunity I'm going to get? Are you the only person I can model with? Like, is there going to be anybody else I can model? Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not the only person that you're not my air and my breath. God is. Do you understand? So, like, to have that, when you look at it, it's very problematic when you start to realize someone's getting angry at the fact that you're not angry or you're not feeling sad about the situation. I'm eliminated, you know. I'm eliminated, and you're getting vexed at me because I didn't get emotional over the situation. No, I got stoic because I realized that life, there's deeper things in life. Do you understand? But you want to punish me for that. I weren't rating that, right? And then she says, you know, then obviously Tiffany gets to reply and says, look, I'm sick and tired of crying about things I cannot change. And this is what I'm trying to say, like, when a person gets to a place where they've done things and it doesn't change, why am I getting emotional about things I can't change? I would love to be more like Tiffany. Bruv, the things that sometimes happen in my life and I cannot change it and I still get emotional, it's a waste of my energy. I know I cannot change it, yet I'm crying about it. Why? Why am I crying about something I cannot change? Like, look, if I can change it, then maybe I'll get frustrated. But I cannot. It's happened, it's done, nothing else to it. I'm not going to start crying about it. Do you understand? And that's the way that we've been brought up, that's the way we've been reared. Because we know that, listen, life has many disappointments. We're strong. This is why we always survive. This is why we always make it through these kind of tough situations, because we learn how to be strong. And sometimes it works against us. That's absolutely true, it does. Sometimes it works against us. Sometimes we can't show emotion. But in a situation like this, where there's disappointment, why am I crying? Maybe I'll cry when I get home. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. And then, you know, she reiterates and says, obviously, look, I've been through stuff, so I'm angry, right? And again, see, because Tyra assumed that she didn't show an over emotion, she assumed that the girl had no emotions to the situation. And yet we can see quite clearly here, the girl's frustrated and angry. She says, obviously, I've been through stuff. Of course I'm angry. Like, she's angry. And the reason why I believe as well like that is because I think it cut. And what I've researched from is that there was some cut in there where there were some other words that were said by Tyra. That was said, that she basically said, obviously, you basically was the words in quote unquote was saying that basically you go back home then and you know, basically look after your kid or whatever, etc, etc, something rude like that, basically, yeah. Again, like another dig, do you get me? And it wasn't aired because obviously it would make Tyra look really, really bad. But this was quoted by Tiffany as being said. There were some other things that were also said which she didn't release during the interchange between the two of them. So if you're saying this out of a place of love and you're saying these other
Bitch! I have never in my life yelled at a girl like this. When my mother yells at this, it's because she loves me.
things, tough love, this ain't it, man. This ain't it, Chief. You understand? Like, this ain't the way to go about it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and this should have been a scenario where someone's not showing emotion. This should have been a part where you come and hug the person, tell the person, listen, I love you, I care about you, and you know what? I'm saddened that you weren't able to go past the next round. But look, I support what you do. Keep growing, keep moving forward. These are the times for encouraging words, not for you to start shouting. This ain't the time for you to start shouting. That's the wrong response, and that lets me know where your heart really is. If you're not an encourager, like this tough act is not what we need. You understand? We're not in a cotton slave fields. We don't need that. We are in a place of luxury in some shape or form. Yeah, we're not picking cotton no more. We're not being lynched at every second, although we do get killed by white people. Do you understand? So all of that is important. And so for me, this famous rooting, I'm rooting for you scene has kind of shown the problematic side of Tyra. And again, this is not to say we're cancelling Tyra. No. This is just to allude to the fact that certain behaviours that even as a community, as black people, sometimes we do, ain't right. ain't right. You get me? So, guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe. If you have a different opinion, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts and your feelings about this. Please keep it PG. Let's not. We're not trying to kill nobody. We're just trying to help each other out. All right. More love and appreciate you. Stay blessed.